Have you ever wondered why these notches are in the bed of the Tacoma? They're in the 2nd gen, the 3rd gen, and now the 4th gen Tacoma. But there's a problem that Toyota didn't completely solve for. And after a lot of trial and error, I think I found a product that's going to solve that problem. Toyota designed this so that you can place boards across the wheel wells here and create a level platform so that you can carry any different types of materials like drywall, plywood, any other 4x8 sheets of metal, but it gives you a nice flat platform. Now I'm using 2x4s. The first one that I cut here was 51¼ inches. Now keep in mind this is for the 4th gen Tacoma, which is my truck. So this will also work on the 2nd and 3rd gen Tacomas, but I'm not sure what that measurement is. It could be different. It probably is different. So just double check if you have a 2nd or 3rd gen Tacoma. But for the 4th gen, you're going to cut this first one to 51¼ The second one is going to be 56½. Now you can see that there's room to place another 2x4 if you wanted to. You could use a 2x6 as well. I found that the 2x4 is sufficient. So having those 2x4 supports up there to create a platform is really awesome, but let me show you the problem. Once you get it loaded in, there's nothing to support this end. And I really think this is a missed opportunity for Toyota because I've seen the Chevy Colorado and other manufacturers on the side here have like a loop that the cable can go through to bring up the tailgate so that you can support whatever you're carrying. Now let me show you this. I purchased this off of Amazon. This is a tailgate adjuster. This is everything that you get included in the kit. So this is actually going to go up on the bed here. This side will go on the tailgate and attach there. So this is going to go like this, and it's going to hold the tailgate in position. If you have the automatic tailgate, you're going to want to turn that off. Now I did try it without turning it off, and you can do it if you just slowly raise the tailgate. The automatic tailgate will not engage. So it is possible to do it, but I'm also going to show you how to turn that off just in case you want to do it, because the automatic tailgate, as soon as you lift up on it, it's going to shut the tailgate. Let me show you. So if you don't want that to happen while you're installing this, I'm going to show you how to turn it off. Hold down the OK button. You're going to scroll down to Settings. Then you're going to go to Vehicle Settings. Then you're going to go to Power Tailgate, turn that off. And there you go. Now we're ready to install this. So we're going to install this side first. This looped end is going to go right here, and then the other end is going to attach on the latch of the tailgate. So first thing we're going to do is just unscrew this thumb screw right here, and you're going to pull this out, and we're going to go ahead and attach it onto there. Okay, once you've got that on, you can screw the screw back in. Now here, there's a screw that you can adjust for different levels. Now I've pre-test fit mine, and I marked the spot of where the tailgate needs to be perfectly level to carry any kind of 4x8 sheets. So that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to position it right there. I'm going to tighten that up. Now how you're going to set this up is this is threaded right here. So you're going to thread this bolt through. You're going to put the nut on this end, this rubber plastic piece here, and then the washer is going to sit on this end next to the nut. And then the tailgate latch is actually going to latch in between these two sections right here. Let me show you what this looks like. This is how you should have it set up. And then what you're going to do is you're going to push this latch, that one back there, you're going to push it forward, and it's automatically going to engage and wrap around the bolt there. So you can hear that, and it latched. Now it's nice and tight. Now we're just going to repeat that same process on the right side here. I'm actually going to keep this one loose, but I am going to latch this one down here. You can hear it engage. I'll get this nice and tight. Then we'll go ahead and tighten this one up. Here's the right side. You can see what this one looks like. So nice and tight there. I like the spacer that we have in there. And there we go. Now we can go ahead and load our material. You can see now that our material is nice and supported by the tailgate. These are nice and sturdy. We got our 2x4 supporting the front here. Everything is perfectly level. We can strap this down nice and easy, and there's not going to be any tension anywhere. Now, if you're hauling drywall, this is certainly going to be the best way to do this, because you don't want tension in certain places or binding or twisting, because it could damage the drywall. Now, this is a piece of plywood, and there's other ways that you could certainly haul this, and I did try that several different ways. But this is going to be the best way. Now, if you're just going down to Home Depot to pick up one sheet, sure, you can throw it in the back. You can have the tailgate up or down, and it will be fine. It was a little shaky on my way out here. But if you're going to be doing drywall, this is certainly the best way. Or if you have a lot of material, you're going to want to do it like this. And I think this is the best solution that I've found. The set goes for $160 on Amazon, and let me tell you guys, I bought 2 different products trying to solve this problem. And the first one that I purchased was actually supposed to kind of be similar design as the Chevy, where it was supposed to loop around the cable here. But I realized after I purchased it that my tailgate has like this plastic shroud here, which is different than what the listing showed. So if your tailgate looks like that, that could be a good solution. Mine wasn't going to work like that because, like I said, I have this plastic shroud on here. I didn't want to remove any of that to do that. So that was the first one I purchased, returned that one. The second one that I purchased was called the Gate King, and you guys may have seen those before. They make this hinge essentially that replaces your cable, and it essentially does the same thing, but you can stop the tailgate at any position. So I purchased that back in January, and I was hoping to receive that. It was $250 at the time. Now I think they're about $300, but I never received it. So I bought it on January 2nd, I believe, and after a month of no emails, they wouldn't answer my phone calls, I ultimately had to dispute it with my credit card company because they never responded to me. They never shipped me anything. I was really excited to get it, but unfortunately I never got anything. So that's why I landed on this, and I think this is a good solution. It's a little bit of setup just to get this in here, but once you got it done, yeah, it works great, and it's cheaper. It's not $300, only $160, and it works. Now, after you're done and you want to remove these, you're just going to press the tailgate button, and that's going to unlock the latches here. There you go. You can go ahead and remove these. There you go, easy. Throw these in the back, throw them in your garage, wherever. They're gonna store nice and easy. Now we should be able just to reset the tailgate by pushing it up and in. Now it'll lock, and then we can go ahead and turn on the automatic tailgate. So what's the final verdict on this product, guys? Well, to me, it's the only solution right now for the 4th gen Toyota Tacoma. I believe this will work on the 2nd and 3rd gen Tacomas. So I'm not 100% sure on that, but I don't see any reason why it shouldn't. Now, it's also the only solution that I found that will actually do something like this. Like I said, I would have loved to try the Gate King, but again, that's $300. These are half the price. And if you're not going to be using it all the time, why would you want to spend that kind of money? So the setup is a little bit longer than the Gate King. I believe you can just install those one time and you can ratchet that up and down at any point. So there's a little bit more setup with these, but again, it's half the price. And how often are you actually going to be using it? So is it absolutely necessary? No, like I said, it's not absolutely necessary, but if you're going to be hauling drywall consistently or even one time, it's worth getting, because that's really this is the best way to haul drywall, because you don't want any kind of binding or anything on the drywall. If you're going to be carrying lots of plywood, this is probably another good solution as well. If you're going to be doing that quite often, because I mean, it's just perfectly flat, everything's supported. You can get a ratchet strap around the side there, and it's just the best way to haul things. Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully that video was informational for you. I'll put a link down in the description if you guys want to check out purchasing a set of these. Now, if you have any questions, please leave me a comment down below because I do read them. Now, I got to head back to Lowe's to return this because I did just buy this for the video. So we'll catch you in the next one.